Welcome to the AKM in Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. I'm sure that you know the stats by heart, but do you also know how and when to use this weapon? That is what this video is all about. The focus lies on tips and tricks, the setup, the strong points and the weak points. I'm sure that you know most of the statistics, so I will only show them on screen as a reference. The AKM is one of the most powerful assault rifles in Battlegrounds, and in the right hands it can kill everything and everyone in no time. It has the highest hit damage amongst all the assault rifles in PUBG, so killing isn't an issue, but there is a catch. Yes, you can cause the highest amount of damage per bullet, but this does not mean that you will always be able to kill your enemy faster. For example, in a perfectly fair gunfight, where you and your enemy start shooting at each other at the same time, where you and your enemy hit each other at exactly the same points of the body, then you will not always be the last guy standing. There is an assault rifle that can kill equally fast, regardless of the lower amount of damage that it causes, and there's even one that can kill faster. This means that if you have access to another assault rifle, that you should use that one as your main weapon. That way you will always have a better chance in short range firefights, but more on that later. If you only have an AKM and nothing else, then you will have to use it anyway, because what else are you gonna do? For short range firefights, it makes sense to use this weapon in full auto, but it's definitely advisable to use it in single fire for medium to long range firefights. The AKM has two major issues. Number 1, camera shake. Take a closer look at the following scene, but don't look at where I am shooting, but look at the size of the screen. It will all become clear. This is the weapon being used in full auto, and the visual effect of using this weapon in full auto for a longer period of time is terrible. They designed it that way so that it becomes more difficult to use compared to all the other weapons in Battlegrounds. I believe that they did this in order to offset the advantage that you get of the higher amount of damage per bullet, but they don't really mention that in the stats. The camera shake is what messes up your aim. Your view will rotate more violently to the left and to the right. If you compare this to any of the other weapons in this class, then you can clearly see that the camera shake of the AKM is a lot worse. The other major issue is the upward kick. Shoot one bullet and the gun jumps up dramatically. This becomes very annoying at longer ranges, but it can also mess up your aim in a short to medium range firefight. This is the second major issue. Add these two problems together and you will have a weapon that is difficult to handle in full auto. That's why it's better to use it in single fire for medium to long range firefights. You will still suffer from that upward kick, but it will be easier to handle overall. That is why it is better to use the AKM as a replacement sniper rifle in case you don't have a proper sniper rifle. In other words, use another gun as your primary weapon for short to medium range firefights and only use the AKM as a sniper for longer range firefights and also for certain medium range firefights. For example, if you're facing a stationary player who doesn't know that you're there, in that case you will have time to select the AKM and you can easily and quickly finish him off by giving him 2 headshots, for example. Most other guns will need a 3rd headshot to finish off a guy with the best helmet in Battlegrounds. The AKM is extremely suited to make kills like this. The first reason is the high amount of hit damage. The second reason is that it quickly settles back to a point very close to the point that you were aiming at before you fired your first shot, making it super easy to accurately fire that second follow-up shot. This is the fastest and cleanest way to kill a stationary opponent if you have the time to select the AKM. These kills work best if you have a 4x scope attached. It will also work with an 8x scope, but it's just way easier with the 4x. The AKM has the slowest rate of fire compared to all the other assault rifles. This helps a lot when you're using this gun as a replacement sniper rifle, making it even easier to land that second headshot. A compensator works miracles for this gun as well, but since it has a natural tendency to return back to its original position, it's not absolutely necessary if you use it in the way that I described. Depending on your primary weapon, it might be wiser to use it on that gun instead and only use a second compensator on the AKM if you were lucky enough to find another one. You don't really need an extended mag if the gun is being used as a replacement sniper rifle. The same principle applies as for the compensator. So use an extended mag first on your primary weapon and if you find a second one, then use it on the AKM. A silencer works magic for this weapon. It makes a lot more sense to use a silencer on the AKM than on your primary assault rifle if you have a compensator attached to it. So use the compensator on your other weapon, because you will need it if an enemy jumps out from behind a corner, for example. You don't need a silencer for this. You need all the advantage of the compensator so that you can walk away from this fight. Now, if you can lean from behind cover with a silenced AKM, then you can kill and cause confusion at the same time. Your enemy won't know where he is being attacked from, and if you miss your shot for some weird inexplicable reason, then you can easily use some follow-up shots to finish him off, because he will probably go and hide on the wrong side of that cover that he found. You might be able to do the same thing with a flash hider, but for that the range has to be big enough so that he can't easily figure out the direction of the shot. If you have the luxury of having another assault rifle, then you can use that one as your main run and gun weapon. And you can turn the AKM into a replacement sniper rifle by attaching a silencer and a 4x scope. Go for those double tap headshots and you'll be maximizing the possibilities of this weapon. And by the way guys, the YouTube likes, shares and comments are very helpful to me. If you think that this video is worthy, would you mind taking a moment to like, share and post a comment on this video? If you haven't done so already, then make sure to subscribe. This was Fog of Gaming, thanks for watching and I will see you in Battlegrounds.